go for like a tower trade scenario here. Giant snowball will take. Oh, look at that snowball! Look at that snowball! The snowball value is off the charts. Oh, and one more hit. That's huge. What's up, gamers? It's Turkey here, and today we're going to be playing with one of the most diabolical decks in the meta. You can see it on my bottom left. It's this balloon freeze deck with the Evo Wizard and the Void. And this deck is so much fun. It's so cheesy, and it's actually really strong. I've been playing it at 9,000 trophies with a bunch of my cards that are under leveled, and it's still so good. So I'm going to show you how to play this deck. It does take a lot more skill than some of the other decks in the meta right now, but it's so satisfying when you can just get like a balloon freeze off or a balloon void off on your opponent, and it just like takes their entire tower. It's actually awesome. So I'm going to snowball here, and this is going to be a tough defense. I was tempted to void it, but I think we're okay. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to freeze here and then activate my king tower. So this is a very unorthodox defense, but it's going to work. And then I'm going to go knight. And he spent a lot of elixir there, so we're going to go in here. We have snowball ready for like bats or something, whatever he plays. Yeah, snowball onto the spear goblins, which is super important. And now we're going to most likely take his entire tower. We have to go for some cheesy defense here. I was trying to avoid a tower trade situation here, but it looks like we might be in that situation. Yeah, Firecracker's going to go to work here, so. Interesting Hog Rider. I mean, he kind of already had the tower on lock anyway, but that's okay. I think this deck does pretty decent in two tower situations in general, so I ain't worried about it. Okay, we're going to have our Evo Wizard in the back. We're up a teeny bit of elixir. Sometimes you can get stuck in like an awkward cycle with this deck, so you don't always know what to cycle. I think I'm just going to let that go, to be completely honest. Ice Spirit, like this. Heal Spirit to catch whatever he plays. And again, Giant Snowball onto that. And I'm tempted to freeze, but I don't know if it would be the best freeze, to be completely honest. Wizard's going to take care of a lot. Okay. Beautiful. He's overcommitting like a lot. Okay, beautiful. You don't want to give him too much spell value is the thing. So I want the knight to go first. Then we need to time this freeze as best as we can. And that was a beautifully timed freeze. I was going to go for the void spell, but I think he could have blocked it. That's kind of the main reason I didn't go for it. And now you can see we're in a really good situation for a two-tower game, to be completely honest. I don't really see him. Okay, interesting. I'm just going to do this straight up. I don't know 100% how we can stop it. I don't think he has a building, so we can just freeze the Firecracker, and that's going to take the game. So, good first game against Aragon. Obviously not the real Aragon, because the real Aragon would have lost that. But Void is going to close out this game. So, good first game with this deck. It's pretty cheesy, like I said. So, we'll take the dub and catch you in the next one. Alright, into our next match here. And like I said, this deck, it can be difficult to play, and it can be frustrating on defense sometimes if you're not careful, but it has like a ton of outplay potential. Okay, this guy was pretty aggressive right off the bat. I mean, he spent 5 elixir. I guess I had to spend 5 to counter it, but we're going to go like this. And I don't recommend being like hyper aggressive and single. Like you can see here, we're still going to get a balloon hit, if not more. Yeah, and I didn't really do anything. So, pretty easy defense there. I'm going to try. No, I can't get King Tower activated. Okay, we're going to eat some damage here. A lot of damage. Come on, Wizard. I was like prioritizing getting King Tower activated, but in hindsight, it's like, I'm not sure if that was the ultimate move. So I'm curious what you all think about like the new cards, like the new Void Spell and the new Evo Wizard. I personally think both of them are like not overpowered, which is refreshing for once, because most of the cards when they're first introduced to the game are disgustingly broken, and I thought both of them are pretty reasonable. And we're gonna slow roll a balloon here. Something else you can do is like an Evil Knight balloon push can be pretty deadly. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're going to freeze, and then if he plays his Goblin Gang, nah, he just plays his Mini P.E.K.K.A. So we're just gonna let that go because that's most likely gonna get a balloon hit. Come on. Come on. All right, we can take one of those and be okay. I'm gonna freeze here because I don't want that to connect. Freeze actually can be obviously really good on defense as well. A lot of people just think about it on offense, but as a defensive spell, it's really, really good. Yeah, this dude, I don't know what he's doing. To be completely honest, so we took his tower right away. I don't feel comfortable cutting to the end because it's like not a guaranteed win, you know what I mean? So we're going to go ahead and wait until we completely finish this guy off. Pause. Alright, Wizard here, just because it's a really good defensive option. I figure he's going to go in some capacity. And he does. Evo Wizard, amazing on defense. He didn't even get damaged at all. Look at that. Okay, I'm going to Ice Spirit here. And I'm glad that I did. Evo Wizard still just has his shield on. Like, he's still, like, healthy. Okay. Evo Wizard. Yeah, I was going to say, he's probably going to take our tower. So, we're going to just do this. Go for, like, a tower trade scenario here. Giant Snowball will take... Oh, look at that Snowball! Look at that Snowball! The Snowball value is off the charts. Oh, and one more hit. That's huge. And that's going to take care of the Firecracker. We can just go for the Void spell. That Snowball value was insane. We're going to do this. Snowball just to close out the game. Ah! Freeze. Huge. Got him! So, GG's to this guy. Played like a super weird deck, but a win is a win, baby. We'll catch that in the next one. Right into our next match here against Nitro. And I know, like, it might look like I'm, like, low-key struggling a bit. I will say a lot of my cards are under-leveled, and the reason I'm not playing in, like, a classic challenge where all the cards are level 11 is because you can't get the evolutions when you play them in a classic challenge. Or you can't get the new evolutions. Like, whatever evolutions are new that season, you can't get them. So he misplaced his cannon, quote-unquote, if he knew that I was running Balloon. So we're going to do this. I mean, obviously he doesn't know that I'm running Balloon. Oh, he actually didn't misplace his cannon. Damn, that's crazy. But even so, yeah, he's 2.6 for sure. I know a 2.6 deck when I see one. Okay, so 2.6 is low-key my worst nightmare because they have a cycle that's ridiculously fast with their Musketeer and their cannon. So we're going to need to play an elite defense if we have any chance. Come on, come on, come on. One hit won't kill us. Yeah, so we had to spend 4 elixir to counter that. We just need to hope that we can get a really good Evo Knight Balloon push. That's kind of the thing. If we can catch them without their Musketeer and we void on their cannon, that would be ideal. Okay. Wizard here. He could Fireball it, but it'll live. Okay. He might go in on the... Yeah, I'll say Evo Wizard's going to live that, so that's pretty big. I'm going to try and spread everything out. He'll probably just log this. So we're going to get ready with our Void spell. Yeah, there's the log. Okay. This is our time to go into the Void. Nice. 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 Look at that Evo Knight taking for everything. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That's the push that you need. And if the Hill Spirit... Oh, go Hill Spirit, go. Nice. He logged the Hill Spirit. He's like, I can't risk that jumping on it. And that is the exact cheese we were looking for. He couldn't afford the Musketeer, so he had to go for those cheap cycle cards. And at this point, it's like, as long as you don't get completely overrun by his pushes, we're going to be okay. I think a well-timed Snowball here. Well, full counter. Beautiful. Combined with the Knight. So only a -1 trade, and he does need to respond to the Knight. All of that kind of started because he fireballed my Wizard, and I was telling y'all that I don't think that was that great of a play. I'm going to void this just to get it off the board. Look at that. And it's gone. Okay, he switches lanes, which is a pretty good play, to be completely honest. Wizard's going to tank for some stuff, though. I don't think he knows I have a freeze yet. We'll see if he gets another card down here. I can always freeze it. He goes on offense instead. So I don't even need to play anything because he decided to not defend. I had my freeze ready if he were to go in for it. And now he not only has to push into all of this, he also is going to have to defend my Balloon. And we're going to go like this. We have our freeze ready. And absolutely a dominant performance against 2.6 Hawk Rider. So the guy didn't play it that well, though. I feel like he should have been able to destroy me. But at 9,000 trophies, we'll take the win, baby, and catch you in the next one. And in our next match against that guy, we'll see if he really is that guy, though, you know. From the Big Igloo Clan. Honestly, starting moves with this play, I was going to say, you can cycle any of your spirits. It's not a horrible play. I Spirit here just to make sure that doesn't jump, and it'll help out on defense. Or if you're feeling crazy, you can cycle your knight to try and get to your Evo. Since he spent 4 elixir here, I'm going to go in because the knight is going to tank for some of the, well, it was maybe going to tank for some of the shots. Okay, so he's running like everyone's least favorite deck, which is Goblin Drill Tesla, so not a wonderful matchup for us. Dare I say it's a bad matchup for us. But Wizard does outstanding against the Drill. Like, look at this. Barely took any damage there. I'm going to go for a Knight, not because I expect to break through, but I really need to cycle to my Evo one, because like I mentioned before, that truly is when you can kind of make a stand, is when you're when you have your Evo Knight tanking for everything. So maybe if he has his Mighty Miner out of cycle, we can go for the Evo Knight at the bridge. It's not a bad play. Not a bad play at all. I'll probably just pre-Tesla here. That would be the correct move, I would say, as someone who doesn't run his deck. We're going to go for a Hill Spirit behind it, and then we'll probably just Evo Wizard onto the Drill. Yeah, it goes for the Tesla. Like I said, I didn't expect anything from that push, but because we cycled that balloon in the back, we're going to go Evo Knight, and then Ice Spirit, and if you look, we're already back to another balloon. Yeah, the reason I did all that is because I was pretty certain he was going to block the bridge, and now he doesn't have Tesla in hand, so it's going to be really hard for him to defend it. So that's like kind of the reason. Oh, great Heal Spirit! Great Heal Spirit! By going balloon in the back is a really good play, because they'll pre-cycle a Tesla and you're able to out-cycle it. So we took this dude's entire tower with that single push. That's crazy. And if he goes in for a Drill, we can activate King Tower. So Wizard like this to defend the Drill, and then that Berry is going to activate King Tower. Oh my god. Are you sick of losing a Goblin Drill? Well, I got you. I got you, boys. Alright, I feel like at this point, the only thing that could really take us out is a Drill connection on the tower. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to slow roll balloon just to be menacing. He's going to go in here, no surprise. We're going to go in for the Wizard. We can even go for a Knight in the pocket to kind of tank for everything, because he's definitely going to Tesla. So we're going to go Knight here. And we have our Void spell ready for the Tesla. I mean, he's got to play it, right? Just because I'm feeling dangerous, I'm going to do this. Alright. Honestly, Evo Berry is kind of what I would be worried about in this situation. So I'm going to wait here and predict the Evo Berry with the Wizard, and our life is going to be good. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, what else could he have done in that situation? So, GG's to that guy. Looks like we're that guy. And we'll catch you in the next one. Alright, into our next match here against Furco, something. And even if, like, I don't know, even if you don't play balloon decks, like, I recommend giving this deck a try. It's really, really fun. It kind of reminds me of when Speedy Balloon was like a thing. Like, do you remember when Speedy Balloon was just like taking over the meta? I remember. Okay, so we're just easy defense there, and kind of unfortunate, to be completely honest, that we don't have that in cycle. I'm gonna go for a balloon here just because I need to force out Elixir. If I don't force out Elixir, I'm gonna lose. I'm still probably gonna lose. We're gonna try and get a King Tower activation with only 2 Elixir. That's like our only hope of defending. So we're gonna go like this. No, oops. That still wasn't that bad. I thought that the Ice Spirit was gonna freeze. I thought that the Ice Spirit was going to freeze the Mega Knight. That's why I didn't place the Heal Spirit right away. And a beautiful defense, all things considered. All things considered, the fact that we didn't have our Knight in cycle for the Mega Knight and we lived is nothing short of a miracle. Ice Spirit here because watch what... Oh, I wanted it to go in front, but... Yeah, so that way it doesn't charge onto the Wizard. That's exactly it. And then Daggered Duchess will take care of this. So we know he has Mega Knight Balloon and Lumberjack. So we need to be really calculated with how we use our ground tanks and when we go in. Bats is going to be one of his best answers for a balloon. So we're going to do our favorite strat. Slow roll a balloon here. With the knowledge that he has bats, right? So we have our freeze ready. This is just in case he goes bats right away. I don't think that he will. Yeah, okay, yeah, he doesn't. So we're going to do this. And I'm just going to let that go. The reason being is this is going to be really easy to defend. And the Queen is really bad against the Evil Knight, because when the Evil Knight's walking, like, the armor pretty much blocks all of the Queen shots. He probably knows this. I don't know if he knows this, but... And now... We got this. If he can't go for bats, right? Now we can go for bats. So we're going to be ready with the freeze. And a giant snowball just to cap things off. Oh, yeah. Cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. Evo Wizard! Look at that. Look at how diabolical this deck is, you guys. We don't have to talk about that freeze. We were playing it safe is what we were doing, and I have no shame in that. Okay, we're going to try and get back to 2 knights because it'll kind of be our best chance of defending this push. Kind of hoping he can't get back to a lightning. Yeah, I was going to say it. Might have to go for a defensive freeze as well. I think I'm going to do that. Yep. How are you going to break through, man? How are you going to break through all this? How are you going to break through all this? Evo Wizard! And Void on the Mega Knight. That he doesn't play. So GG's against this guy. He had Bats, he had Archer Queen, but it didn't matter. 2 steps ahead. Alright, GG's. We'll take the dub and catch you in the next one. Alright, in our next match here against Midfinger, who has a top 1,000 tournament finish. So we're going to have to do something crazy if we want a chance of winning this match. We're going to go for an Ice Spirit here. He cycled the Skeletons. And I'm going to bravely... No, I'm going to cycle my Knight into his Knight. Want to try and make sure I can get to my Evo Knight as quickly as possible. That's kind of the goal. Goes for the Firecracker. We're going to let it get 1 shot and then just take care of it with the Wizard. Okay. He goes for... He went for a lot there. He went for the Fireball. You know, he went for the Firecracker. I'm going to save my freeze here in case I need it. And I'm going to do it. Yuck it. Yuck it. What is he going to do about it? 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 Oh my. What a play. What a play. I mean, sometimes you just overextend and you get punished for it. I don't know what to say other than that. That was a classic example of just an overextension and a beautiful punish by us. He doesn't have Evil Firecracker in hand. Oh, interesting. He does mix up the drill placement, though. He's going to get some damage here, but in the grand scheme of things, compared to what we just got, it's really nothing. And he needs to defend on this Knight, otherwise it takes his tower. Yeah, he goes for a Knight of his own. It's not a cheap. That's not a cheap card. You know, Knight is kind of expensive. He's definitely going to go for a Tesla here if I was a gambling man. That's what I would say. And once again, we're going to have our freeze ready. And we're going to hit it. Somebody freeze too early? Absolutely. Oops. But whatever. We forced out a lot of elixir from him, and then we can just defend this with our Evo Knight. And we could even go for an Evo Knight balloon push once again. Just kind of making him force out elixir. So he can't go in for a big push is kind of the idea. That was a good drill. Let me do this. Yeah, he's back to a Tesla. Okay, okay. Almudril has a pretty quick cycle as well. As fast as our cycle is, it's like Almudril also cycles pretty fast. He's going to go in here, obviously, the way that he's setting up. So we have a Wizard like this. In case he places it in the back. Yeah, and he does. I think this is a great Void here. Super, super smart Void. I just realized, it's just dawned on me that we haven't even taken his tower. So we should probably get to it, eh? Well played on that by him. Wow! We got ourselves a match. Hold the phones. Hold the phones, ladies and gentlemen. Evo Wizard popping off. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm just gonna do this. Look at that. Just eviscerated. I don't want to give him too much fireball value is the thing. Okay. Goes for the log. Freeze is going to come down. He might be in trouble here. What does he have for air defense? He just has that. Man is fighting for his life right now, I'm telling you. As soon as he plays an air card, we're going to freeze it. And we're going to do that instead. Evo Wizard! Yeah, really good. Honestly, defending his drill before we went in was a really smart play because he overspent supporting the drill and then our counter push was just too much. There's that Evo Knight balloon push yet again, so GG's to that guy. Catch you in the next match. Our next match here against Axe. Okay. You can cycle Snowball as a starting play with this deck. Like I said, if you're feeling frisky, you can drop a Knight in the back. You don't gotta overanalyze. If you're playing against the best players in the world, I wouldn't be doing that, but we're just at 9,000 trophies, so it's not a problem. I'm gonna do this. Heal Spirit, which should take care of those archers. Nearly. And I don't know if I'll regret cycling this wizard. He kind of looks like he's running an Elixir Golem deck. Oh, but he cycles his Elixir Golem right into my wizard. Can you believe that? I mean, I kind of can. Protecting my wizard is actively so important. And that is, like, world-class wizard protection by us, by the way. Because if our wizard would have died there, so would we have, probably. Ice Spirit here for whatever he plays onto the Evo Wizard. And what an Ice Spirit it was. What an Ice Spirit it was. And look at that wizard. Oh my god, 1 HP wizard. Absolutely going in and demolishing this man's tower. That was the wizard that we protected. That was the wizard that he tried to silence. And it was just too much. Damn, that's actually crazy. Alright, so we have Evo Wizard next as well, so I think I'm going to save that for his next push. Which is now, apparently. And it's basically impossible to get this card off the field if we protect him correctly. So Knight in front. Oh, he baited me a little bit. A little bit of a bait, you could say. It was quite a bait. Well played. I probably should have gone Knight instead of Wizard in that situation. Not probably, definitely. It's okay. Still in a pretty decent spot, all things considered. Okay. Okay, heal up my Wizard here. Yeah. Okay, I see what's happening here. I see what's happening here. Void Spell is actually so bad against like these types of pushes. So again, the Flying Machine is what kind of yucks me in this matchup. Really good, again, Wizard protection. It's the name of the game. We're gonna get aggressive here. Sometimes you gotta be aggressive. Give me 2 hits, please. Give me 2 hits, daddy. Beautiful. Toxic E-Golem player. Not today. Not today, Zerg. GG's against that E-Golem player. Catch you in the next match. Likely our last match of the video against Magic, and I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. I really hope you guys consider giving it a try, especially early on in the season. You gotta love decks like this that are just fun to play. They're really good, and it's good to try out the new cards, like the Evo Wizard and the Void. The Void spell is free, by the way, and then the Evo Wizard, you do have to get the Battle Pass to get all 6 shards, so in case you're wondering how I got all of those. Seek no more answers. Okay, I'm just going to let this go. I assume he's running Giant, or maybe, yeah, I was going to say, some sort of beatdown deck. The good news is he shouldn't be able to afford a Lightning right away, at least I don't think. So we're going to get ready here. We're going to freeze all this. Yeah, he does go for like a poison. Heal Spirit onto this, but by the time that poison, it like gets everything off the board, this entire push is going to be taken care of essentially. So snowball like that. And that's like kind of the best that we could do in that situation, it feels like. Yeah, I don't know what else we could have done. Evo Wizard's going to be really good, obviously, with the shield. So we're going to save that for his push. Those Golemites are just like going to town on my tower. Okay. We are going to go for a Knight into his Knight. And then I'm tempted to go for a Balloon behind it, but I don't know if I want to show my cards that early. Show my hand that early, but I will. I'm going to do this. How aggressive can we be? Nice, he goes for a defensive poison, which is always a good sign, right? Sign of a distress, if you will. Nice. He wastes Tornado as well. I was tempted to go in, but I don't know if that was the best move. So yeah, we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait. I felt like he was gonna. Yeah, I was gonna say. I felt like he was gonna play something. So I'm gonna avoid this. Okay, that gets taken care of. Kind of good to apply pressure in that situation, just so he can go for a massive golem push. You know what I mean? We're gonna get King Tower activated here as well. Super, super important on defense to get a King Tower activation. I missed the Firecracker. I was trying to hit the Firecracker with that Snowball. Wizard here. And yep, he's going to do that. So we're going to do an old-fashioned base race. An old-fashioned base race, everybody. An old-fashioned rodeo. Oh, we almost had him. Oh, no. All right, well, GG's to that Golem player. Almost had him. I'll get you in the outro. And that's going to do it for today's video. Here's the deck one more time in case you want to take a screenshot. I had so much fun with this deck. It's also pretty good, especially if your cards are of level. So give it a try. Let me know what you think. And thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you in another video real soon. Peace.